Hello, everybody, and welcome to week 42 of the Trump administration, wherein our proud leader bulldozed the White House. Yep, it's pretty bad. Bulldozed a huge part of the East Wing, which is, of course, where the women, the first ladies, have had their purview. He undid Jackie O's Rose Garden. And there's a really weird conspiracy theory going around that he's doing this for bunkers, to build another bunker. And I just have to say, with all the love in my heart, the president already has bunkers. Okay. He also ran away from the country while we were in a shutdown, becoming the first president to do so. Gavin Newsome in California activated National Guard troops to help food banks. You know, one of those things that National Guard troops are supposed to be doing, helping the nation. It's a wild theory. While we were in a government shutdown, the president gave $40 billion to Argentina, to his friend Javier Milei. There's really no strategic value for America in giving all this money to Argentina. It's just because Javier Milei is a BFF of Donald Trump. Amanda's Mild Takes has a real good video on this. Go check her out. He's also importing a bunch of their beef, passing us over, right? There's all of this crazy stuff that is going on right now, including important elections that happened last week and more that are happening this week. It's getting really annoying for some of us political content creators that everyone keeps saying, are elections going to be stopped, when there are elections happening all of the time in the United States. This is one of those things that if you are afraid of not having midterms in 2026, you need to be educating yourself on how elections work in America and going and getting involved. If you are afraid of it, go get involved in your local area. I'm going to be a poll worker. I'm very much looking forward to it. Kristi Noem was crying because people are not letting ICE agents use the bathroom. And it must be really, really tough to not be allowed to use the bathroom based on how you identify, huh? Yeah, I think this administration has some thoughts about that. I really do. Loving the pushback on ICE. Of course, we've all seen the picture of the woman in the polka dotted dress standing in front of the tank and stopping them from going where they're going. White ladies, this is an opportunity for you to learn ways to fight back and resist. It's not the time to go buy a polka dotted dress so that everybody thinks you're cool. Okay. They have received a whole bunch of millions from private donations, supposedly to fund the military. Now, I really want to put you all at ease here that, that's not going to happen. Yeah, he took the money. Yeah, he's probably going to do something with it. It's not just going to be used to pay the military. There's no legal way to make that happen. And there's no quick logistical way to make that happen, even more importantly. And you couldn't possibly pay the military with only, what was it, $130 million? You're going to be needing more than that. Okay, food stamps have been cut off for November. SNAP program is not going for November. It's potentially not going to go for December. This is a really good time for all of us to get involved in community care. Helping some people buy their groceries could be something that you could do today. Just speaking of which, if you are a middle-aged white lady, this is a really good time to start doing your like Karen against ICE exercises and like going out in your community, figuring out what you are going to do if they show up. My advice is to go Karen as possible on ICE. That's going to be my plan. PD Keg's Breath is out joyriding on some jets. You know, government shutdown, that's fine. Let me go in a jet with some pilots that aren't getting paid. It's a really good thing to do. Oh, and also, let me kick out a bunch of black men from the military by cracking down, there was the word I was looking for, on everyday shaving. Now, everyday shaving is a completely archaic thing in the military. And if you go look up pictures of Chris Kyle, America's Sniper, you will see that he basically always has a beard. Oh, but it's for gas masks. Oh, but it's for gas masks. I find that to be so fascinating because special forces always have beards. Always. Yeah, it's not. Just like everything else, standards in the military world, professionalism in the civilian world is a made up thing. and it's made up to keep white supremacy in place. Lots of black men specifically that are going to be affected by the shave every day policy. That is because they tend to suffer a lot more from folliculitis, barbe, I believe it's called, which is when the hair that you shave, because it is curly and thick, grows in ingrown. It's a very painful condition and absolutely tears up the faces of men who have this condition, who are especially black men. This is a policy intended by the Secretary of Defense, who has less military experience than me and has 3 white supremacist tattoos, to target black men. This is one of these things you can be bitching about at your representatives about when you call them. All right, and we're planning an angry knit-in for the month of March. March 8th, International Women's Day. It's the day before my mom's birthday. I'm throwing her a national stitch and bitch on the mall in DC. Is it far away? Yes, it is. Is there a good chance that the Dawn will have had the big, beautiful burial by then? Yes, there is. But there is also a 100% chance that this is not going to be one solution to fix. Where we are in our country right now, y'all, is a result of 60 years of these cults working hard, nonstop, inside the government to get where we are. There's not going to be one solution. The military is not coming for you. We are going to have to learn how to fight back. So, happy Halloween! Be a nightmare to your government. Strap in. Got 170 weeks left to go, folks. I'm Daniella, scholar of cults, extreme groups, and extremely bad leadership, and it is an absolutely wild time to be an expert on the bad guys. I wrote a book called Uncultured about growing up in the Children of God religious cult, going into the cult of the U.S. Army. You can get signed copies here or listen to me read it to you anywhere you get your audiobooks. I've written a second book, the much anticipated Culting of America. We just got a wonderful review from Kirkus, which called it well researched 4 times. Very proud of my 38-page bibliography. You can get copies of Culting of America pre-ordered, the link in the bio or attached here. Comes out January 20th.